What's going on, everybody? It's your man Overtime down here in the basement in New Jersey for to finish editing up some videos for you guys. First and foremost, I want to say thank you guys for sticking with me, staying patient, and tuning in consistently. I've been in fight camp like the last 2 months, and it's been crazy. It's just the time. Don't have much time. Sunday is my only day off, which is today, and I spend that to go to church, spend time with the family. Try to get down here late and do a little bit of something, or super early like now. But other than that, appreciate you guys for your patience, and appreciate you guys continuing to subscribe, like, dislike, leave comments, leave feedback, reaching out and subscribing to Instagram or following Instagram from videos. With that being said, as you guys see, we got the new hats on. If you follow on Instagram, you've seen it. There we go, leather patch hats from Creekside Customs. My boy Brian Beam hooked it up. So we got the new leather patch hats coming for Outdoors Overtime. We got them in gray, black, camo, and green. So those should be here this week. We'll post a link in the profile to get to the Instagram page where we'll be selling them right now. We're in the transition of switching from the company we were using to sell our stuff prior to figuring out what we're going to do. So stay with us, be patient until we figure out what we're going to do. We're going to be selling things right there on Instagram. Go ahead, DM me. We'll figure it out, get it out there, see how fast they sell, how many we sell, and figure out should it be worth it and which route we're going to go with. Other than that, we're going to dive back into these episodes. We're still out there in Aces and Arrows in Vegas. Thank you to AJ and the team out there at Aces and Arrows for letting us come in and try whatever they had. Let us shoot things, film, use one of their guys to film, help film, and get stuff filmed, so it's possible for me to have episodes throughout camp. This time we just did the hinges, we did that crazy thumb release, the go-to. Now we're going to switch over back to thumb buttons and try out 3 of the top ones they had there. So with that being said, let's go ahead, dive into this episode and see what you guys think. Alright, so the release we was using when we set everything up, the Ultra View button. Alright guys, have a good one. This is something you've seen. Chris B's been talking about it. Lancaster's been promoting it, posting a lot about it. I have never really tried another thumb button other than the Stand Perfects, which is actually a back tension, and then the Cobra Harvester, which is actually a thumb button. So this is the third release I've used that hasn't been on my wrist, you know. So it's definitely pretty cool. First setting it up, figuring out how to take it and lock it on the string and get it all set up was pretty time consuming, and AJ came out and showed me if you just go ahead and click this, or go ahead and come in closer real fast so you can see this. If you lock it in, it's right there, come from the bottom of the string, boom, it's hooked, ready to go. Other than that, it was pretty cool. As for tension on it, I felt one thing I like about my Cobra Harvester is like you're able to adjust it, and I like to have it as sensitive, not super sensitive where it just goes off right away, but to that point where when you hook and you pull, as you just heard it click, that's when it goes. You don't
You know what you remind me of? Have you seen
pull the trigger, that's when you punch it. You literally wrap your thumb around it to the point, you pull, and you hear that click, and it happened over and over out there. Every time I would get set, I would keep my finger away from it, pull, go. Here we go. So, for example, we got the firing, the tool for releasing. So here we pull back. Again, once I'm set, I don't squeeze, I just wrap my thumb around it, and after that, when I pull, and you see that release goes off. And this was actually set at a pretty decent weight. I don't feel people are gonna want to adjust it. I feel like everybody get their shot. You get the surprise shot every time it went off. It was kind of like, oh, like when I pull in, and I was pulling through. So this is something I definitely recommend checking out. Like I said, I know you can get it at Lancaster Archery. I know Lancaster's gonna have it. I'm sure you can order it through the company itself. Go to your local bow shop. We're here at Aces and Arrows. Anywhere you go, I'm sure this is gonna be one on everybody's shelf. It's a big thing that dropped this year, and everybody's been talking about it, and I'm glad I finally got my hands on it to give it a try. So yeah, with that being said, guys, now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna dig into a few other releases. We're gonna go ahead and dig into this.
Show the aluminum version of that.
Oh, they got another one. So what's this? This is just the black and it's the aluminum. Stainless steel, black, stainless, and then you got the aluminum. So they got different options. I'm sure you can get different buttons for them. But yeah, we're about to go into a little rabbit hole of releases now. So we just tried this one. So we're gonna see what else they got underneath the cam or underneath the glass and get out there on the lane. Just give them some tries. So now we're gonna switch to these releases. We already shot the Ultra V button. So now we're gonna shoot these two. We're gonna shoot the Carter Wise Choice and the stand Onnex. So we're gonna start with the Wise Choice first. We're gonna do a set of arrows with each one. Then we'll come back and give you feedback on what I think. So let's step up on the line and get to it. Alright, first one out of Carter. Okay, we go there, the blue. Alright, so now we're back in the pro shop after trying out all three. So we used the Carter Wise Choice, the UV button, and the stand Onnex. So right here you see we got two just like this one. You got the black stainless steel and you got the nickel plated, or what was it? Aluminum, excuse me. The black stainless steel and aluminum. You got these. This one was, I don't know what it's made out of, but this aluminum one is a lot lighter than this one. And one thing AJ was telling me before, some people use different releases, like a heavier release to help them find an anchor. But I can tell you right now, I'm not one that likes that heavier release. I swear, when I was holding this one, I thought I was holding a dumbbell. So I'm trying to hold the bow and keep this one up. But after I switched over to this other one, that was definitely a lot smoother feel. Now, as for which one I think went off the smoothest and easiest, I might have to say the Carter or the Wise Choice went off the easiest. And it was also the lightest one, so this one felt best in my hand, especially having big hands. There's a big loop and able to get my fingers in there. That's a big thing, because everybody know I got this jungle knuckle. So to make something fit, and it fit perfect in there. And every time it clicked, it didn't take much, you know, and they're all usually adjustable. But this one didn't take any adjustment. Went on, they gave me a bigger button for my bigger hands. Once I lashed around and pulled, as you can see there, it went through. Now, the UV button was definitely nice as well, but it was still a little heavy. Even the lighter one was a lot heavier than its Wise Choice. For me, I think that alone is going to be the reason. If I had to switch releases, why I would use this one, because it was a lighter out of the three. And it also went off the easiest, and the way with the bigger button, it fit in my hand. Like I said, they tell you, you get in here, you set, and you don't wrap. You just rest your thumb on there. When you pull, it goes off, and that just fits very well. Also, it's got this little string put around your wrist so you don't lose it. Now, when we go to these two, they come in a different option. So the UV button and the stand Onnex, they both come in a separate option. Like I said, if you like a heavier release, this one would definitely be the one for you. This is like a paperweight. If I threw it like that, it might break the glass. So I ain't even gonna take that chance because I don't want to break it and buy it. But the UV button, this one, it's medium weight, but they have the aluminum one just a little bit lighter. But I still don't think it was as light as this. Now, as for which one went off the smoothest between these two, again, the UV button with the big button here, you can adjust up and down here on both of them. I like this one because it's a bigger button. It also went off just not much easier, but a little bit easier than the stand did. And also, this here is a lot big different in the weight. This one, compared to the second one, the aluminum one, is a very small weight change. As for these two here, the weight difference is night and day. This one is literally probably like a 5-pound dumbbell, and this is probably like less than a pound. So if you're looking for weight in your hand, this gold stand Onnex right here, this is the one for weight in the hand. All three went off pretty smooth, but the smoothest going off one for me, the Carter Wise choice. Fit best for my hand, the Carter Wise choice. Fit best for other hands, possibly because you can adjust with the big thumb button and you can still get your fingers in there. I think you should go ahead and give this Ultra View the button a try. But all three releases, smooth. Like I said, this is the first time I've shot another thumb button release since the Cobra Harvester. And to be honest, if I had to shoot, if somebody threw me one of these three, I would be able to kill a deer with either one. Yes, the anchor points, the shots are a little different with each one, but they're all in the kill zone, and we can make do with it. So, with that being said, guys, those are the three releases I tried today. There are so many other thumb button releases out there to try, but if you were curious in either of these three, the Ultra View button, the Carter Wise choice, or the stand Onnex, I just gave you guys a quick rundown of all three, the two different options for the button and the Onnex, and it's Carter Wise choice. Like I said, it's just, for me, I would say definitely. Even I don't like the look of it, the feel of it was great, and I definitely would go ahead and use it. Oh, and one more thing I'll say, we're talking, is notice it. The one thing I will say, hooking to the string, which one was easiest to hook to the string? So this one, once you lock it, like I showed you guys already, you can go ahead and just hook it. This is easier to hook with it already locked. This one was a little bit of a trouble with the eagle claw type. It was hard to get it on. This one, you know, you had to think to hit the button, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's one extra step that you do have to do. After this one, once you shoot and it's hot, take it, click it back on the string. So, all right, guys. That's going to be it for the releases. We're going to see what else they got in here, what else we can review. We're going to sign out quick as always. Love, peace, Afro Grease. Peace. Alright guys, there you have it. That's going to be the last of our releases. I want to know, what kind of release shooter are you? Are you a thumb button release, hinged release, tension release, index finger release, or even that crazy something we ain't never seen before again? Leave something in the comments. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for following along. As always, like, comment, subscribe, give us some feedback. It's all good, whether it's good feedback or bad feedback. It all helps me give you guys better content. Don't forget, head over to Instagram, Outdoors or Overtime. We'll even go to Corey MMA. We'll talk about it over there. We'll have something linked soon for these hats. Go ahead and get those hats. And also, with Outdoors Overtime, we just hit 3,000 followers on there on Instagram, so we'll be doing a giveaway, a little gift card giveaway to get you guys ready for the hunting season to come, or the outdoor season, whatever you got going on. So with that being said, make sure you guys head over, subscribe, follow, like, comment, do it all, help us out, and we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, guys, catch you later.